Hi there, everybody. So, for today, I will be recording my first episode of a Let's Play of any kind, and we're starting off with Palworld. So, I do have a couple of custom settings. Right now, I have the egg incubation set to 0 so that I don't have to wait for that, and I have meteors set to be a little more frequent than they are. Normally, they're every hour and a half or so. I have it set to be closer to about 45 minutes, just because those are really helpful and they come in very handy. As you can see, I have a whole new world started and set up. So all I should have to do is hit yes. Alright. So, we're going to clear out that. And obviously, set the name to be mine. There we go. And now we're going to try and make this relatively person-like. We're not going to make this one super cartoony and ridiculous like some people do. I've seen a lot of people make content of this. Okay, we're going to set this to be... Yeah, it's about how pale I feel like I am. But I'm not going to customize it too much more. There we go. Now, I've seen a lot of people do videos on this game, but no one's doing the Let's Play. No one's running through it and showing you how to find things and all that. It's always people answering an individual question and things like that. So we are waking up on the Palpagos Islands for the first time, having seemingly shipwrecked, but I don't understand why we were naked when we shipwrecked, or mostly. Tree holds the truth, powers are the key. Okay. So, it is time to finally get into the world of the Palpagos Islands. I am playing this on PC with an Xbox controller, by the way, that I bought for pretty cheap. I don't want to take fall damage, because I know you do. So I'm going to come down here and pick up this stick, which apparently gave me level 2 already. And I'm going to activate this as well, because now I can fast travel just a little bit. And first thing, I know that for the first few levels, I've played this game before in my spare time, just for fun, but I thought it would be a good game to stream, especially with this reason. But yeah, the first couple levels are usually pretty easy. I'm just playing on the casual difficulty just to show you guys kind of how the world of Palpagos Islands and everything goes. Getting through the instructions and everything like that. I'm going to talk to this person. Let's see. Expedition Survivor says, "A castaway? It's been a while since someone who didn't stink of pals washed up here. This island's a living hell. The people I came here with aren't with us any longer. Those damn pals ate every one of them. You be careful out there. Here, take some basic supplies. You need to toughen up if you want to survive out there." They gave me a bunch of wood. And the first pal we actually encounter is this chicken. But I don't have any pal spears or anything. So sadly, I can't catch it. I'm gonna run around here, I'm gonna grab some stone, get some berries, some other stuff. I don't know everything I'm gonna do for this Let's Play, especially because they might introduce a new update with a bunch of stuff, but for right now, I kind of just want to get through the most interesting parts of what there is to do. So I'm going to run around, level up. I'm going to try to show you guys every pal in the game at least once. I also plan to obtain most of them. A couple of them are extremely difficult to get your hands on, but that's alright. I don't necessarily need to get all of them, although I will. If I don't get it, I will try to explain to you guys how to. But for right now, I'm just gonna get some basic supplies, go build a base, and try to catch at least one pal before I finish up recording. I want to mine out all this audio. The actual in-game sound shouldn't be turned off. I don't know why I'm not hearing anything else. try and figure that out probably after I record this. But what can I have technology. We have technology. I gotta build a workbench before I do anything. So I'm probably gonna build my base down that way a bit. There's an area that I tend to use for that. I'm gonna make my way there actually. So we can run down this way. Most of the pals that we'll pass in the very beginning here are just some little guys, you know. Chickapee, Lamball, obviously, is this game's basically mascot. Look at him, just being a little guy enjoying the sun. Oh, finally have a pal here, so maybe I can catch something before too long. But I think I know exactly where I want to build. So when you're building your base, you want to find something where you can get as much stuff as possible nearby without being in too much of a bad spot. You don't want to have a giant boss pal or something in your immediate area. And during my first play ever, I actually built one up and over there, right by the starting point. But, oh, there's a premise. The main issue with that was just that I ran out of space before I hit level 40. Here's our first actual boss. Thankfully, he's not gonna just pounce on me. I get to run past him. Who's that? I don't recognize you, NPC. Oh, that's because you're pal tamer. Of roughly my level. Is he a veteran pal tamer? How are you a veteran anything? You're level 5. Then again, that I shouldn't be talking to that. Level 2 right now. Level 3, never mind. The game's trying to give me a sign. Alright. I don't use the repair kits very much, so I don't feel too much need for that. Let's see, so this time I'm gonna upgrade my health again. Health is usually my go-to for something to upgrade, unless I'm trying to... I find myself lacking in a specific thing. Okay, as you can see, we're finding more pals. We're finding these little penguin guys. They're called pangolins. That purple deer that's running away. I'm not sure how to pronounce that thing's name. I think it's Elk-30. And here is our first journal. Let me try to find... That's not in Palpagos. Where did they put those? Survival guide. Journal. Here we go. So we've got Castaway's Journal Day. I think that's 20. This world harbors a secret. I was convinced of this when I began re-examining the globe's geographical features of my research towards the end of last year. Looking over the islands of the world, I noticed something strange. It felt like a certain area was empty, so to speak. I knew there should have been something there. It was unbelievable to me how no one could have noticed such an obvious absence in this location. With a few months of preparation, I was successfully able to guess the location of an island based on my hypothesis. With conviction in my heart, I chartered a boat and set off to the island alone. So, somebody besides us has been here. Somebody came here before us as a castaway, much like ourselves. And I'm gonna guess that it didn't work out too well for them. But I suppose we will find out very soon. And now I've gathered a couple of house here, so maybe I'm going to build my base right about here, and then maybe things can get a little more interesting. Not me trying to remember how to get into the build menu. What? No. I played this game for like 2 years. Yeah, I actually have been playing this game on and off for quite some time. and admittedly never had the ability to do much with it before, which I regret. I kind of wish I had gotten to this way sooner, because, I don't know, this game feels like it's needed a Let's Play, and nobody has gotten around to it. I don't know why nobody else has thought to do one. Maybe I can just use my mouse for a minute. There we go. And luckily, relatively soon, I won't necessarily have to build everything myself. I'll be able to have pals do it for me. And I can build this right here, which makes this officially the location for my base, which I don't mind at all once it's built. So I'm mostly just running around a little bit and showing you guys. For right now, this is the starting area, and we're going to see how many pals I can get, how many things I can do in a short frame of time. I'm going to grab more berries and everything. I don't want to. We're going to sort that so that we don't run out of food just because it's going bad in our inventory. That feels like it's a waste, because it is. Alright. You are much stronger than I don't know if I want to risk that. Not with only 2 spears to find catching with. You, on the other hand, are much more likely. Oh, our first pal is an ether deer, which is really nice, actually. I need more stone to do anything more, so I'm gonna go and mine a little bit. Now, I will say, I don't know how to do editing or anything like that, so this will be going up mostly unedited. I'm going to try and get out anything before I'm actually in the game, or at least doing my intro or something, but that's going to be a learning curve, so hopefully you guys won't mind having to be along for the ride for that, but I guess we will find out. Then again, far as I know, at the moment, I am only recording for an audience of 1. Unless, of course, some of you guys came over from my TikTok, in which case, hi! But sadly, I don't think very many people did. I think most of the people that were following me on my TikTok were following for 1 or 2 specific things that I can't record on my computer. I can't record any of that kind of stuff until, I can get my hands on a new phone. So now I got that ether deer thing. I'm gonna try and get me that little guy over there. Ooh, no I'm not, because he is much faster than me. Right. Okay. Well, he is outrunning me pretty easy. It feels really weird, by the way, for those of you who've played this game before. It feels really weird to go from a high-level save to a brand new save. Every time. It's always going to. Alright, this time we're going to upgrade our stamina. We're also going to get this land. Part of that is because with higher level saves, you're used to having certain things that you just don't have at level 1. Let's see if we can catch flame ball. Come on, get back here. Yeah, get in the ball. Alright, so it looks like I'm just gonna finish him off, because otherwise he's just gonna keep attacking. Luckily, I at least get, wool and cotton and everything from him, so I can come down here and make some cloth, and then maybe I can make some clothes, get some pants. Alright. I'm gonna make myself a pal sphere here. Get some cloth going. I'm not too far away from any levels or anything like that. In fact, aha, I can make clothes now. Turn the shield and the feed box. These right here are only really useful if you're trying to do a specific run. Like if you're trying to catch just humans or something, then they're a lot more useful, but up until you're doing... Whoa! And there goes my microphone. Sorry about that. Jeez, I moved my leg and my microphone went flying, although probably what happens when you use a cheaper microphone, but I can't really get a nicer one yet. So that means that, once again, with these are things where we're kind of just all on the journey together. Hopefully nobody minds, but sadly I have to figure that there's a good chance that people do, but maybe at some point it will be a different story. I need a lot more wood and more fiber. I can make a bow and something to defend myself with besides my pickaxe. Because, yeah, that's not much fun. I should also, can I find, there it is. I'm like 3/4 of the way through that first day, so I'm going to build a pit here so I don't freeze. Oh, we're remembering again. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna feed myself. I'm gonna sort some stuff. I'm gonna drop this ore because I can't make anything out of metal yet anyways. More stuff I don't really have enough use for. Well, I will, but I don't yet. The leather is actually really nice to have, especially early on. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna feed these lamb ball tops to ether deer and lamb ball. Same with this ether deer venison. Alright, now I should be able to run. Not much faster, but a little. That's okay. Let's get over here and build. Still can't build the bow. Okay, I need fiber for that. So first, I need to build a chest. Oh. Yeah, the base management aspect of this game is quite a large bit of it, and admittedly, not a part I'm great at. I'm pretty good at most survival games that I've run into, but that's pretty much the only kind of game I'm good at in a lot of contexts. That and fighting games, but... Alright, I'm gonna go finish up with that tree. If I put down my lamb ball or my ether deer here at the base, they do have things that they'll do to help me out, but right now, lamb ball would just build things, and there's not much to do. Once I unlock the ranch, then lamb ball will give me wool pretty consistently, which is nice. That's pretty much all it'll do, though, is handiwork, a little transporting, and giving me wool, which is really nice, don't get me wrong. At this stage, I don't even have the ability to get most of that stuff, so... Oh, no, I didn't need to call him back. Alright, so I need to put down a feed box for pals. Right here. That way, I will be able to feed my pals, and they won't be hungry all the time, especially the ones I leave at the base. And I'm gonna stick half these berries in there. And then I'm gonna build a campfire so that I won't freeze at night. I will have to build myself some kind of a house at some point, but I'll probably just make it a tiny little shack. Basically, it's gonna be a studio apartment, more than anything else. Alright, I don't have too much need for that at the moment. So for right now, I'm just going to take this little guy and drop him at the base, so he'll just default to working. I'm going to make some more pal spheres while I leave. And I'm going to go collect Pallium, which is the metal for making pal spheres. Alright, I also am unlocking a couple of really useful things. The fire, bow, and arrows are kinda useful, but by the time I built them, I will have probably unlocked something better. Most of the time, the basic simple bow will carry my needs up until I have some kind of a firearm, but we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, I have a stat point to spend, so I'm gonna, because I keep running into the issue of carry weight, I'm gonna upgrade that. I probably won't upgrade my work speed unless I find it being an issue. Here we go. I need some pallium so I can make more pal spears. And then I have a few pals that I'm going to want to go after right away, because they're either generally really good or really helpful, both. Oh, I can upgrade my base to have more pals here now. Looks like I completed one of those missions, and I don't even know which one I did. Let's see, okay. Deploy a pal and build a wood chest. I already did that. Now I've got to make a bed, and to make a sucky bed, first I need more wood. I'm gonna need a lot of wood for a while, and I can't build any of the things that'll make it really easy to get it. I don't have any trees in my base circle at the moment, which kind of sucks, but that is okay. I will manage. I gotta let my stamina refill. There we go. Yeah, I've been saying that I was going to start recording this for way too long and haven't recorded anything until now. Any of you who have seen Stories from the Savage Land, which is a D&D podcast that I play in with Rose, the Dungeon Master, I believe is what the channel name is. I might be wrong. They have changed it a couple of times while we've been recording. I'm not 100% sure, but what was I doing? Oh yeah, I have to build a house. Yes, my friends, a little ADHD goes a long way. Alright, here we go. And I'm gonna build, I'm gonna build windows because I want them. And there's no reason why I shouldn't. And then I'm gonna put a roof up here. I don't think I need 4 walls for a roof. I don't, which is really nice because there's no point in building a door for this. Maybe if I find myself spending a lot more time at my base, I will build. I'll build one, but I don't really feel much more need than that to do it before then. I'm gonna build a ranch, and that way my my little lamball buddy will give me wool. Sir, do you mind not walking through this while I build it? Thank you. Jeez. The rudeness on some people. Alright. It is gonna be another minute and 11 seconds, and that's with help. Ooh, this is gonna take forever. Oh, I'm gonna need more pals with good handiwork. Luckily, I have some of the breeding combinations committed to memory, so maybe I can build something like a Splatterina or a Noodles right away. Once I can catch the things for that, assuming I still remember when I have the ability to do that. Oh, okay. And then I do have clothes, So once I've built this, I will be able to run off and go try to obtain another little friend. I'm gonna go try and catch this guy. So if I can get him, he is also helpful for building. Cold. You are me. Oh, we're in an error. That's fine. 8:30. Alright, so now that he is done fighting, I could have my little penguin guy help me with this, and this will go by a little bit faster. He's also good at watering, so he'll be able to help with my berry plantation. I just need somebody to plant them. Oh, hey, look at that. I am still too cold to run around and do anything else. So, I'm going to... right here. There we go. I'm going to put my second penguin here. And let's see, what do I need to do to upgrade this? I need to build that bed. I need to build a bed, and I need to build a what do I need for that? Fiber and wool, which I will not get until tomorrow, unless I can buy it from this dude. I don't have anything to sell, do I? Hey, you, come here. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna give you stuff, and you're gonna give me money, and I'm gonna use that money to have different stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna give you this. Yeah, you can have that. I can just go get more in a second here. Alright, I got a little bit of money from him, so I'm gonna get one wool. And that is all I can get, so I'll have to focus on fiber. I don't have any pal spears, so I can't catch anything too helpful. But if I can make a few, I can catch that foxlarks, and he can run around with me, and I'll be able to stay warm while I'm mining for everything else. Oh. There are quite a few games with elements relatively similar to this one. So I've got the backbone, no matter where I stay. In the ball. Man, be careful how far you knock him. Hey. Alright, let's see. I've got him already. That's good. So now he'll heal up in a couple of minutes. And I can take him with me and just go. I need to make a torch. Do I have the stuff to make a torch? Because if I did, the person who was less of a bonehead, I'd be able to bring that with me and not need a pal to do it. But that is perfectly okay with me. I can just start attacking. As you can see, he'll stand just close enough so that I'm not breathing. Because now that I caught him, my friend, my buddy, my pal, if you will. Oh, it's a bad pun, I know. That doesn't mean it should go underappreciated, at least for me. Now, I'm also going to grab some berries and stuff while I'm out here. I don't want to get over encumbered, but I make sure I can manage around everything. Okay. So, I can't see what area we're at, but it showed me this there, so that is all filled up. So, oh geez, okay. I'm going to come here, drop off a whole bunch of stuff, and then we're going to go get more fiber! Why are you... I know why you're flashing that you're injured, but are you fighting something? No, okay. He can be kind of a pain to keep an eye on. Once I build that bed, I will probably call it there for now. And that'll be the end of this episode. I will try to record these fairly regularly, but I can't guarantee nothing's going to come up. What else do I need? Yeah, I can build a bed now. Here we are. Alright, so one of the benefits of night, why you don't always just go to sleep, is there are dark pals that you can only find at night, but we'll talk about those a little more during the next episode. And hopefully that won't be too crazy long either, but I am going to be signing out for now, so I will see you guys relatively soon, I